More than 20 years ago, a young girl from Harold, South Dakota made national headlines and even appeared on a late-night talk show because she was the only graduating senior in her class. So what is she doing now? We caught up with her for tonight's Eye on Kelloland, and we found out that she has somehow found herself in a similar situation once again.
Crazy world we live in.
Back in 2002, 18-year-old April Kleinschmidt took New York City by storm.
Well, I'm really looking forward to meeting David Letterman, and it's been fun. It's something I'll never forget, I know that.
Kelloland News followed her to the Big Apple as she was going to be one of the guests on The Late Show with David Letterman, along with Jennifer Lopez and country star Patty Loveless.
I was not nervous.
This was her in the green room getting ready. She thinks back to her interview with Letterman and remembers it well.
Last Saturday in South Dakota, our next guest celebrated her graduation from Harold High School as the sole member of the class of 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome new graduate April Kleinschmidt. April!
He was very respectful. It was funny because of the situation, but it wasn't saying things in a way to make fun of the situation. And so that really meant a lot to me because he was wonderful to interact with and to be on his show and everything.
Do you feel like you got a better education because you were the only person in the senior class, or do you think maybe you'd done better at a school with more classmates?
No, actually, I think I got a better education being the only one, because if I didn't understand anything, all I had to do was like, well, wait a minute, I don't understand that. And they can't be like, well, most of the class gets it, so we have to move on.
That's right.
She remembers Letterman asking a lot of personal questions.
What did you do to celebrate the night that you graduated?
Well, actually, I went to Pier, and my boyfriend and I went out to eat, and then we rented a couple of movies.
Right.
What happened to that boyfriend?
I married him.
She's no longer April Kleinschmidt. She's now April Hobart, after marrying her high school sweetheart, Michael Hobart, about 6 years after appearing on The Letterman Show. The two now work together here at Hovind High School. She's the CEO and soon-to-be superintendent of the high school. He's a social science teacher. They have 3 boys who account for 3 of the 105 students in the entire school: 16-year-old Xavier, 12-year-old Easton, and 8-year-old Beckett. The high school itself only has 19 students. The real kicker to this story is how many seniors are graduating from Hovind this year. Now, if you're thinking it's 1, that'd be way too ironic. No, the actual number is...
There are 2 of us.
2.
2.
18-year-old Chance Smith and 18-year-old Madison Herner are the only seniors. This is their class picture. If she's the class president, then obviously he's the vice president. The two get along well, even took a senior class trip together to Kansas City.
I used to have a bigger class when I was younger, so it's just weird going to just having 2 kids.
Both Smith and Herner say because of the only 2 seniors, there's some added pressure to that.
There's not a lot of people in the other classes either, so they're definitely looking at us, so just be on your best behavior.
That's something Hobart talked to them about.
To be good leaders for the underclassmen, to set a good example for them, because especially when there is only 1 or 2 of them, the younger kids, the underclassmen, they really look up to them. Whereas in a bigger class, sometimes there's a handful of students that they look up to.
Hobart says she loves the fact that she grew up in a small town and is happy to be raising their 3 kids here too.
I think there is a lot of comfort in small towns. There's safety. People watch out for each other. It takes a village type of mentality and everything, the individualization, the teamwork that it takes to have a small town thrive is so important.
And who knows, someone might just end up on a late night talk show too, just like Hobart.
We got you some roses for your graduation. Nice meeting you, April.
You still have his roses?
I do still have his roses, yes. They're dried and in a vase in my house.
And now Smith and Herner graduate May 12. She's going to Southeast Tech to become a vet tech, and Smith is joining the Army National Guard. Hobart majored in special education and is still actively involved at her school as the director of special education, and she tells me she has an opening.